Dr. Jones.
You call him Dr. Jones! Jones? Dr. Jones, wake up, please. Dr. Jones! No more parachute!
Dear.
How do you know that?
Welcome to DocuMovie Clip. Today, I'll take you through the sex-best scenes from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, one of the most daring and exotic chapters in the Indiana Jones saga. This film, directed by Steven Spielberg and released in 1984, is actually a prequel to Raiders of the Lost Arkansas.
Yes, too bad. You chose the wrong friends. This time, you could warn them. If only you spoke Jovitos. Again, we see there is nothing you can possess.
It stars Harrison Ford as the iconic archaeologist Indiana Jones,
This is Indiana Jones, the famous archaeologist.
Kate Capshaw as the glamorous singer Willie Scott, and Jonathan Coquan as Indy's quick-witted sidekick Short Round.
This is Mr. Round.
Shut round.
Well, I suppose stories of the thuggy die hard.
The production was ambitious, with locations filmed in the United States, the United Kingdom, Macau, and Sri Lanka. Yes, much of what we think of as India in the movie was actually filmed in Sri Lanka.
We built a village in Sri Lanka, just outside of a small town called Kandy, right in the area where David Lynch...
Today, we'll travel through those real-world locations, look back at some behind-the-scenes stories, and revisit the sex's most unforgettable moments from the film. Scene 1, The Village in India. Our first scene begins when Indiana Jones, Willie, and Short Round arrive in a remote Indian village, devastated by famine and tragedy. The villagers plead for Indy's help to retrieve a sacred stone and rescue their children. But here's the fascinating part: this scene wasn't filmed in India at all. Instead, it was shot in Sri Lanka, specifically near the small town of Kandy. The lush jungles, rice paddies, and ancient landscapes made it the perfect stand-in for rural India.
God, I'm starving. I can't eat this. I'm sorry. You can have it.
Eat it.
Eat it. They're starving. You're insulting them and you're embarrassing me.
So, Sri Lanka became the cinematic home of the Temple of Doom. Scene 2, Fortune and Glory, Kid, Indy and Short Round. Our second scene highlights one of the most famous lines in the Indiana Jones series. Indy tells Short Round, Fortune and Glory, Kid.
Little boy escaped from the evil palace. Many other children still there. What we do, Dr. Jones? What do you think?
I
I think that somebody believes the good luck rock from this village is one of the lost Shankara stones.
What is Sankara?
Fortune and glory, kid. Fortune and glory.
Fortune and Glory. Short Round, played by Jonathan Kukwan, quickly became one of the most beloved characters in the franchise. Jonathan was only 12 years old when he starred in Temple of Doom. He had no prior acting experience and was cast after accompanying his brother to an audition. His natural charisma won Spielberg over instantly.
He was a real natural actor. He believed what he did. He invested emotionally in what he did. And I really enjoyed working with him. It was great fun.
It's something you have to learn to do very easy. It looks like you're working real hard, right? But when you start, you can do it like that.
The line itself, delivered in the exotic setting, reflects Indy's hunger for adventure. The backdrop was again Sri Lanka, with jungle rivers and thick forests framing the story. These environments gave the film its gritty, dangerous, and exotic tone. Scene 3. The Journey to Pankit Palace. The third scene is pure adventure. Indy, Willie, and Short Round ride elephants through the jungle on their way to Pankit Palace. We also get a memorable comic moment. Willie screams as a bat flies past, reminding us of her ongoing discomfort with jungle life. Here's the fun fact. The elephants were sourced locally in Sri Lanka, and the actors had to learn how to sit and ride them for the camera. It wasn't always easy. Kate Capshaw was terrified of animals, and the behind-the-scenes footage shows her nerves on full display.
Those aren't big birds, sweetheart. They're giant vampire bats.
So while the journey feels authentic to India, the reality is that those scenes were filmed in Sri Lanka's rainforests, and some were even shot back in soundstages in London. Scene 4, Pankit Palace, the infamous dinner scene. Perhaps the most notorious scene in Temple of Doom takes place inside Pankit Palace, a fictional royal fortress. Indy and his companions are treated to a grotesque feast, live snakes, chilled monkey brains, and other bizarre dishes. But in reality, Pankit Palace doesn't exist. These interiors were created at Elstree Studios in London. The palace exteriors were inspired by Indian architecture but recreated entirely by the production design team. The dinner scene was played mostly for laughs, but it stirred controversy for its depiction of Indian cuisine, one of the reasons India refused filming permits in the first place.
So what about a meal of the worst stuff you would never imagine eating as long as you would live? You know, like eating eels and eating bugs and eating brains from monkeys.
Behind the scenes, most of the food was fake. The eyeball soup was made with lychee fruit, and the so-called chilled monkey brains were actually custard and raspberry sauce. Kate Capshaw reportedly had to steel herself before each take, even though she wasn't really eating what was on the table.
Give me your hat. Why? Because I'm going to puke in it.
Dr. Jones, in our country, it's not usual for a guest to...
Excuse me, sir. Do you have anything simple, like soup?
And the old legend of the Shankara stones.
Dr. Jones. It's the center of activity for the Thuggee.
Sneak! Surprise! Dessert. Chilled monkey brain.
The Thuggee die hard.
Scene 5, the bridge scene. The fifth iconic moment is the suspension bridge sequence. Indy, cornered by enemies, cuts the rope bridge, sending everyone plunging into the river gorge below.
Let's go! Strong break! God. Come on, let's go!
Let her go, Molaram!
Watch your back!
Want the stones? Let him go! Let go! Drop them, Dr. Jones! They will be found! You won't!
Oh, shit.
Run! Run! Chao Chi! La Tsutanza!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Balaram! Prepare to meet Kali! In hell!
This breathtaking stunt was filmed on location in Kandy, Sri Lanka. The crew constructed a real rope bridge across the gorge of the Victoria Dam, one of the tallest dams in the country. Harrisson Ford himself performed much of the scene, suspended high above the valley. Today, the original rope bridge no longer exists, but the site of the Victoria Dam still draws curious visitors. It's a reminder of how practical effects and real stunts gave Temple of Doom its thrilling edge. Scene 6, Dr. Jones, My Professional Name. Our sixth and final scene is one of the lighter moments in Temple of Doom. It's the exchange where Willie insists, "Willie is my professional name, Indiana." Short Round jumps in with the unforgettable line,
Where did you find your little bodyguard?
Didn't I, short stuff? The biggest trouble with her is the noise.
You make me pull. No fun. Play with you, no fun. I'm very little. You cheat very big. Dr. Jones, you cheat.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Very little. You cheat very big.
The place is completely surrounded. The entire place is crawling with living things.
That's why they call it the jungle, sweetheart. Willie. What is that? Is that short for something?
Willie is my professional name. Indiana.
Hey, lady, you call him Dr. Jones.
My professional name.
Why are you?
In terms of production, this exchange was filmed on a studio set in London rather than on location. Spielberg often alternated between location footage in Sri Lanka and controlled indoor shoots at Elstree Studios. This balance gave the movie both realism and precision. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom remains one of the most daring adventure films ever made, blending myth, history, and cinematic spectacle. From the rural villages of Sri Lanka to the fictional grandeur of Pankit Palace, these sex scenes highlight not only the imagination of George Lucas and Steven Spielberg, but also the incredible contributions of actors like Harrison Ford, Kate Capshaw, and Jonathan Kukwan. Thank you for joining me here on DocuMovie Clip. Don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the stories behind the movies you love. Until next time, fortune and glory, kid. Fortune and glory.
Thanks. No more adventures with you, Dr. Jones.
Think again, Buster.